Okay, starting a new project. This is the turn powder room into a bathroom project. The plan is to add a shower. I've already started by pulling out the carpeting from these two rooms and started removing the tile from the floor here. Right now it's a fairly small room. The plan is to open this wall to a 5 foot wide by 4 foot deep walk-in shower area. That'll be going into this room. Currently used as a den. Had carpeting on the floor. Had a false drop ceiling here that I've started removing. You can see here that we had some piping and wiring hidden up in there. There's a gas line and an air conditioning line. Some wires for other things such as stereo. I'm going to continue with that, and hopefully today we're going to be taking out this the shelving area here and redoing that with some drywall there. I'd like to get the electric unhooked from this wall here today and begin removing the wall from this side. Alright, so we got started here. I cut out a piece of drywall. I removed this shelving unit that I had in there, and drywall is big enough that I can reuse that over here. I'm going to take some of the studs and frame it in. I was able to disconnect the power from the switch over here. That's all good. Now it's just a matter of removing the rest of this wall. Okay, here we are a couple hours later. I got most of the drywall done. Here's kind of a bummer. I wanted to come out to that stud and they ran the power to the switch over there. Now what they did, the power is up here in the light, if you can see that, and then they run a three-way over there, so there's power going there, then that power went down to the plug that was down here. So anyway, I gotta see if I can move that because it's right in my way. Next thing, I'm gonna get the Sawzall and cut these studs out, so I might be able to reuse those later. What's interesting is on the old drywall, they only used a few nails, top and bottom, and in between they just put some glue. So I didn't use a lot of nails. Okay, we removed the wall. I'm going to take out this frame down here on the floor. I just moved the light switch, and it kind of screwed me here. We're in the original construction. They brought it in a weird spot. They just brought it in over here. Things would have been great, but these are the ones I've taken out over here, and I was able to save them. They're all full size. I'll be able to reuse that. If you get a couple of real tough spots, you can always use something like this. I use this for ice in the winter time, but it works for this. But I think this spade works better. It's thin and gets up underneath the tile quickly. A little bit over here, and that's where we're going to run the partition for that side of the shower. I've got it drawn out up here on the ceiling where I'm going to go. Over here you'll see there's a big opening. I ended up removing this part up here along the ceiling, and when I was doing it I knocked a hole in it, so I just said, well, we'll put the vent fan there. So I bought a vent fan. It's got a light, and started filling in where this shelf used to be. And I got my first coat of compound on there. That's drying. I'm getting ready to cut these boards for this first partition going right here. It's going to come straight off of this. And this is the old light switch. I'm going to be running that over so that that's the light switch for what the small bedroom will be. And that'll face face from off. Install the partitions around where the shower is going to go. That went pretty well. I was going to come out another foot this way, but decided to keep this room just a little on the larger side. I wanted a full 7 foot across. So anyway, tomorrow I'll probably do the drywall. I've already drilled the holes down here to run another outlet. Put an outlet over here. Got that light switch lined up. You know, I had that problem with where the wire was coming through the ceiling over there. And decided to build a little wall out to accommodate the wire coming down. And so now we have a light switch on that wall. That'll work out real good. Remove the sink basin. This is the old framework for where the stereo used to sit inside the wall of the closet. I've now installed a couple sheets of drywall. I used liquid nails. And you know, I have to use a couple of screws and to hold in place, and works real nice. It looks like everybody else uses 4 foot high and 8 foot long, and that works out a lot better because then it's easier to handle. That's all. Up here, I've installed a stud going across here for the ceiling, for the access panels that I'm going to install there. I've got to build a framework now going across to match the height, and then I'll just have some screw-in panels go up underneath there, and we'll always have access to that. I had some more compound over there on the wall, because it takes a while for it to dry, so I threw that on quick this morning. I'm using a 1/2 inch drywall for the walls, and of course it's 3/8 for the ceiling, that opening, but I'm probably going to cut that back over to the light, maybe have the fan halfway in between. I don't really want it right in the shower. I want it close, but not in it. Oh yeah, also I ran the electric, of course, is hooked in. I added an extra receptacle over on this side. Okay, we blocked in the old opening for where the stereo was in the closet. Did the closet side here. Top to bottom, I decided to go. I was going to leave access space, but I decided not to do that. And up here, get that framework up. A few complications. So I decided to go ahead and drywall it underneath and put the access panels up on the side. And will I ever need them? I don't know. But if you don't put them in, you'll need them. I did this little framework here, put a backstop down there for where the toilet paper dispenser will screw into. Yesterday I did a little bit of drywall down there, here, there, everywhere. So we got started on that. Figured I'd get some of that on here, some corners. Started digging out some more of the ceiling. I decided to go the full sheet up here, so I got to bring it back to just this side of the light. So today I got the ceiling cut back all the way. It's the 4 foot open. Hooked in a GFI over here, put in a new light switch. GFI is feeding this box here. That's where the old light used to be. I took it out and then put it back in. I got a panel to that box, so I got a cover that going there. I extended the heating out just above the window. I hooked up the light the way I wanted to do it. It was supposed to be some fancy dancy deal, but well, you turn on the switch, it turns on the light and the fan. So I got the hole cut in the side of the house up here for that, and I got to put in some insulation there. I think I got a can of foam downstairs. Okay, I've got my piece of drywall cut out. I hope I hit the right measurements. I'm getting ready to put that up here for the fan. Opening there, down there. Of course, we got the heat duct coming through, and I cut those out. I've got a Black & Decker Wizard, which is like a fake Dremel tool. I just put a drill bit in there, and it acts like a rotozip, so I don't have to buy money and spend money for a rotozip. And That worked very nicely. And now I made a T. It's just going to be short of ceiling height. And it's like another pair of hands to help me hold up the piece of drywall. So I'll probably hope my measurements are all good, and should be able to slip up over the top of that wall. Should be enough clearance there. And I'll probably put some glue up here on these beams and hope I hit it right.